Hey y'all, I'm here with all my beach finds and I've finally picked out all my favorites and I thought I would show them to you guys. And I'm going to go over them each one by one. So one of the most exciting things we found, my daughter found these. She found whole, complete sand dollars. It took a lot of beaches to find these things. And she was so happy every time she found one. We wound up with two whole ones and one that has just a little bitty piece off of it. But it's still absolutely perfect. So that was some of our absolute favorite finds. So that I've been also going over different things, and I picked up this piece because, well, this is a barnacle right here. And they're just so amazing, cool shaped. Just have so much detail to them. Let's see if I can get it a little closer. But this one really stood out while I was on where it was on the beach. So it came home as a memento. And then we were in other areas and we found oyster shells, which are so pretty. Look at that. They're so purple. I haven't cleaned that one yet. But then, let's see, what else do I have here that I do know the name of? Oh, this big guy back here. So this is a mussel. This is a shell from one of the mussels. And it may be one of the ones that are more known in California, maybe a California mussel possibly. And it definitely has a lot of the mother of pearl on the insides of them. They're so pretty and shiny. Very colorful. So we brought home one or two of these as mementos. And then, let's see, what's my other one that I know what it is? Oh, this guy. Now I had to pull out Google to research this thing. I had no idea what it was at all. But Google has helped me identify this as a rock scallop. This is just the actual leftovers at this point. It's not a fossil. Now I did find some fossils. But this is a rock scallop. It has a little bit of iridescence here in the middle too, and up here. So, and this is actually quite possibly either just a piece of an oyster or a piece of scallop that I thought was pretty. Seems to have formed just a few of the barnacles on it possibly. So, but then we found an area that was actually really heavy in the fossils, and we found this guy, and I have since learned that this is more than likely a partial, what they call it, scallop, a scallop. So I guess it would come over more the rounded and the really peaked edges and stuff. But this one is a fossil. It is not the shell itself. It is definitely a fossil. And then we also found bits and pieces that were inside the rocks. And they were so pretty. Some of them had such beautiful formations. This is one that has more of the shell showing that I found. But some of the ones that have more of the, like just the edges, just make them really unique designs. I'm gonna get a little closer on this one. So this part right here is really sandy feeling, but it is stone. And then we found this one. I'm thinking that this is going to be one of a scallop also, because that edge is starting to look familiar now. And then you see this perfectly kind of rectangular spot right there. And then let's see, it's one of my favorite small ones. Let's see, and then we found this one. I love this one. It already has its own pattern to it. It is just beautiful to me. It's little simple small seashells. Some of them give you just a little bit more detail. So I love this rock. Never seen anything like it before. And then I have one bigger one that does it. If you notice, you can see, I think, where the seashell itself is starting to actually maybe not be seashell anymore, may become more agate. That's what I'm thinking might be happening on some of them. Or maybe it's just because this one is a larger example. So, but then we also found this guy. And this is not a seashell. Well, I don't think it is. It is more botryoidal, agate, chalcedony. I don't see lines, so I'm going to just call it chalcedony. But this definitely has the botryoidal. Been tumbled by the sea. So it has a little bit of host. That was a fun find. And then my one piece of petrified wood. This one I found this at the Newport Beach. But then we came across some that are very interesting, and that is these guys too. Now, these are fully fossilized. And I think they're going to be mussel shells. Not mussels, I'm sorry, maybe scallops. Or what's called a brachiopod, maybe? This one is whole. And they were pretty much just laying scattered on the ground. I did find the source of them, but that's where they were. They just came off the source very naturally onto the ground. I'm not sure there is any shell in this one at all. Like maybe it's just taken the shape. The shape is still there, maybe. But we found 4 or 5 of those. And then I had one bigger one that we found that's broken. But you can kind of see what's going on a little bit more with it. So I would call this a scallop shell here. And you see where it's broken to see the inside. And it's starting to be kind of clear looking there. I'm wondering if it is starting to agatize. Does it do that? I'm not sure. I got my shell names from Google, so if I'm wrong, let me know. And I think this might be maybe 2 that were laying next to each other. And then a couple of my not fossil-y type finds was this guy. Looks like the world. I'm not sure what the center is. Possibly quartz. I see a little quartz pocket there. And then I did find this guy, and I think this is a very nice piece of quartz. Although it could be some calcite that is fooling me right now. I have not tested the hardness on it yet, so I'm not 100% positive. I'm guessing it is one or the other. We found that nice piece. And then of course my carnelian. I think I showed this to you guys already. I'm very happy to have found one of these. I can't wait till I found one of those deep red ones. They're gorgeous. These are all beach finds. And then one of my favorites. So this, I think, is quite possibly a clam. I'm not 100% positive. But it is a fossil, that is for sure. I'm just not sure what is inside there, because if I look at it like this, I think bird. It has a seam. And there's a spot of shell there. So I'm just not positive what this one is going to be. I'm pretty sure it's a shell, some type of shell, some type of scallop or something, but it looks distinctly like a bird. Or maybe a crab leg. I'm not sure there. If y'all know, let me know. But y'all have a great day, and if you go to the Oregon beaches, have lots of fun. There is so many different things to find, and they're all spectacular, and you know, just have a good time at the same time. Talk to y'all later.